Hi, music teachers. Welcome back. Okay, this is part 2 of the Schoology renaming, easy categorization, organization, whatever you want to call it, tutorial series. So if you have not seen the tutorial on how to create a title card using Canva, please go back and watch that part first. I am going to create a tutorial that shows you how to do those title cards using Google Slides. But for now, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next piece of the tutorial. So the next thing that you are going to make sure is you need 3 things to complete this tutorial. First, you need to have your title cards completed and downloaded, either using Canva or Google Slides. Please make sure they are downloaded as JPG or JPEG files. You need a class list from your office manager with all the students in each class so you know how to name the classes. And then you are going to need to be logged into your Schoology account. So let's get started by clicking on your NMUSD staff bookmarks to take you to class link. Once you're at class link, you're going to look for the Schoology icon. Everybody should have their class link connected already. If you need to log in, go ahead and make sure you do that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click on the Schoology. When you log into Schoology, you're going to be taken kind of to your dashboard area with a bunch of announcements for what we want to do, which is rename our courses or organize our courses. We're going to want to make sure that we are in the courses tab. So up here at the top, go ahead and look for that courses and click on it. This is going to show you all of the classes that have been rostered to you. Now, there's not a lot of information that is super duper helpful on here, but you can at least see what grade it's supposed to be and what school it's supposed to be. So this one is a 3rd grade at East Bluff. Don't know which 3rd grade, but it's a 3rd grade at East Bluff. Beyond that, it just gives you sort of a series of numbers. Now, these numbers have to do with Aries and rostering, so we cannot change them. This middle piece right here, you're just going to have to kind of ignore, which is why we are going to put our title cards up here in this area. And so you'll be able to see very quickly who is which class. That's why I recommend you create a title card with the teacher's name on it. So I'm going to start with Newport Coast because that's the rosters that I have open. Here's a Newport Coast class I can see on the bottom, and then I can tell that it is going to be a 3rd grade class. But again, unclear which 3rd grade class this is. So let's go ahead and start by clicking on it. The next thing that I want to do is I'm going to look here on the side for the menu, and I'm looking for the members. So here it is kind of in the middle of the side menu. It says members. That's going to tell you which students are enrolled in that class. All right, so I'm going to click on members, and it's going to bring up this list of students. The top name is the student's name, and then the bottom name, this name, for instance, Kimberly Woods, that's a parent. So all of the students that have parents connected through Schoology will also be listed here as well, and they'll be able to access the parent portions of Schoology, and you'll be able to message them through Schoology, which is fabulous. Okay, so Chloe Adib, she is in this class, but I don't know whose class she is in at Newport Coast, so I'm going to open up the rosters that my teachers or my office manager gave me, and I'm going to scroll through, and I'm going to look, this is by last name. So here we go. Here's the first 3rd grade class. Let me see if Chloe happens to be in this class. And I'm super lucky. She just does happen to be in this class. So that tells me that this is going to be Miss Figueroa's class. So now that I know whose class this is, you can check a few students if you want. I'm going to click back over to Schoology. I know that I am looking for Miss Figueroa's class. Okay. So the next thing that I am going to do is I'm going to want to change the title card over here. And if I just hover in the corner, all I need to do is hover over this box in the corner that's just like a blue, not very fun picture. I'm going to hover over that, and it's going to give me the option to edit picture. So I'm going to click on edit picture. Okay, Now I'm going to need to look for the title cards that I created. So I'm going to click on Attach File. When I do that, I want to go to my downloads because I downloaded those title cards. And remember that for my last tutorial, I called them NCE, Schoology, something or other. So I'm going to scroll until I can find that. I have lots and lots of files. If you saved it somewhere else, maybe you saved it to your desktop, then that's where you are going to be looking for it. But I saved it to my downloads and they will pull up eventually. Let's see, what did I call them? NCE. Ah, I know. I think that they are probably in a zipped file still from when I downloaded them. So easiest thing to do then is I'm going to go over to my Finder here at the bottom, and I'm going to unzip them. I actually already unzipped them. So if you just double click on the zipped file, it will open it, and you can see now that I have two versions of the same thing, which is not that big of a deal. Okay, so now I'm back in my downloads, and as you can see, here's my two versions that I unzipped. NCE Music Schoology cards. I'm going to click on those, and it's going to open all of these. If you are not sure which one is which, a little tip on a Mac is if you click on it, it should give you a preview on the side. If it doesn't, you should be able to look back and then or expand this on the side and it should open up and show you. So I am looking for Figueroa. My thing is not clicking correctly right now. I'm having some difficulties. There we go. I'm not sure why it's not registering. Okay, there we go. So Figueroa, that's the one I'm looking for. Clicked on it and I'm going to click open. Okay, so it is uploading this. I don't need to edit the thumbnail. It looks pretty good here on the side. I'm looking at it. And so all I'm going to do then is I'm going to click the X. So now if you look in the corner, instead of having that blue picture with the book and the pencil, now it says Figueroa Music, which is so much easier for me to see. And if I go back into courses, at the top over here, now when I'm looking at this, it says Figueroa Music here at the top, which makes it way easier for me to do that. So I am going to do that for each and every one of my classes. I've created that title card. I'm going to update them and then they should be ready to go. Hopefully that was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions and then look out for the Google Slides tutorial if you are choosing to use Google Slides to make your title cards. Good luck!